there, my name is Raychel Wade, and today we're going to do a makeup look that's sort of a smoky cat eye here on our model Terrianne. This look is so fabulous. You see this constantly on the pages of the magazines and the faces of Kiera Knightley, Kim Kardashian. Something that you can do step by step at home and hopefully be able to do the look yourself. All right, so Terrianne is all clean-faced and ready to go, and the first thing we're gonna do is concealer and foundation, just sort of even out her skin tone. And I'm gonna start out using MAC concealer. It's called Select Moisturecover, and I'm gonna combine two different colors just to get the perfect color. I'm using NC50 and NC45. And all I'm doing is really just spreading it all over her face. And that's pretty much it. So now we wanna set it. Powder, and I'm using for her color called Deep Medium. And I'm just gonna take the powder and sort of dust it all over her skin. It's gonna give me just a tinge of extra coverage. So you can see that the finish is just a really nice satin. It's not matte, so she still looks multidimensional, which is good. We don't want her to look like a corpse. We want her to look like herself, but that her skin is naturally this gorgeous. So next I'm gonna do her eyebrows, and I'm gonna comb her brows up, kind of actually like at 10 and 2 o'clock. Then what I do is I just sort of trace the outside to create more of an arch and just get them in the right place like that. Next, an eyebrow brush. And I'm gonna start sort of in the front and push them up. I'm just filling it in. All right, the smoky eye begins with some sort of creamy base all over the eye. This is a sort of a fairly light color, a MAC paint pot in Groundwork. So now I'm going to apply an eyeshadow over that cream base. This one is MAC called Woodwinked. It's sort of like a champagne-y brown color. It's deeper than a champagne, but it's got that champagne shimmer to it. And I'm going to apply it up to her crease line. So it's pretty shimmery, and that's okay. Smoky eyes often look terrible as you're doing it, and then it kind of all comes together at the very end, which you'll see. All right, so now we're going for the deep color. I'm using a NARS color called Galapagos. It's a really, really deep, rich, highly pigmented brown, and we're gonna go kind of in a V. Now when I say V, what I mean is it's a sideways V. It's not a V like this. So one leg of the V is along the lower lash line and one leg of the V is along the crease. So this is a great tip. When you pat the color in, you actually get more payoff. Payoff is what the shadow looks like. And you're gonna kind of keep working it. Going back and layering. The more you layer, the longer the makeup's gonna last all day. So you can see how far I'm bringing it. So I'm bringing it up into this crease and down along her lid, and it's really creating kind of this V. And it looks very incomplete. It looks a little strange, but I'm telling you, trust me, once you go and just keep doing these steps, follow each step, you're gonna have the same effect. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this same color, the Galapagos, which is by NARS, I'm gonna just dab it right in there and look up. Whatever color you do in that corner, whatever that deepest color is, that darkest color, you wanna bring it down underneath. All right, the next step we're gonna do is a dark liner on the top of her lid. So we're going to start on the center of the eye and just gently draw a line. You don't get hung up on trying to draw the perfect line in one swoop. Instead, cheat it. So I'm doing little lines and I'm connecting them. And now once I have it in there, then I can go back and sort of draw like a nice smooth line. And you see I'm just doing small strokes and then I'm going to work my way back. Now I've got that perfect line. Then I'm going to come at it this way with the extension. All right, that looks really pretty. I have to tell you guys about something really, really cool that MAC makes. I don't work for MAC, as it might sound like I do, but these are little Q-tips that already have makeup remover on them. So I'm just gonna gently clean up right under here. I'm just dragging it, and I'm also slanting it within the direction that we applied it. And next, what I'm gonna do is just put a little more foundation on my hand, just to go back and make everything really neat. All right, next we're gonna do is mascara. Just take a gaze down, if you will. And the real trick to applying mascara is just getting it on the root and wiggling it all the way out to the tip. You don't just want to get the tips. Okay, there you go. So before I go on to the false lash, I just want to deepen her corner even more. So I'm going to take this very dark color by MAC called Typographic. So again, you've got the brown peeking up from the Galapagos. We've got the light color in the inner corner, and now I'm deepening it even more on the outer corner. I mean, you can do anything. You could do a deep purple. Navies are really, really gorgeous. You can do anything on a smoky look, but this sort of, you see on Kim Kardashian, for instance, this is what we got going on. Again, I'm going to take this brush, this other MAC brush that we were using before that looks sort of like a Q-tip, and look up. And again, we're just going to really get in there and smoke it out. I'm getting it really close to her waterline because I really want it to be very, very close to her eye. Now we're going to do false lashes. And I'm putting a pretty generous amount of glue on. I'm going to grab them in the center with my tweezer. You're just going to gently apply it right in the middle, as close to the lash line as possible. And I just like to gently push on it, especially on the ends, because those ends can lift a little bit. The glue will dry clear. So when you put the lash on first, you're going to see the glue. Don't worry, just have patience. It takes about 10 minutes to dry. And once they're dry, once they're completely dry, the glue will disappear. So that's something you should know. So now I'm actually going to take even a lighter color. I'm going to take green, go in, and now we're going to just really pop it right in the inner corner. Gorge. All right. And next is blush. I'm going to take two different blushes. These are two NARS colors, Angelica and Madly, respectively. Take a little bit of the Madly, which is the more benign of the two colors, and we're just going to gently rub it on her cheeks, on the apples of her cheeks, and now I'm going to dip it in the pink. You can see the placement is right under her eye, and then kind of blending it up towards her hairline. What I like to do now, well, that's a nice, sweet amount of blush. What I really love to do is take cream blushes. It's a cream blush that's sort of like a, kind of like a goldy salmon color, and I'm going right in the apple of her cheek and blending up. I'm going to keep it lasting longer. All right, and now the lip is going to be really simple. You want something that's just very pale, very easy. It doesn't have to be really dramatic, because we have such a dramatic eye. You want to keep the lip really simple. And there you have it. She looks gorgeous.